Hi there guys, thanks for joining. So I'll just start by explaining what this video isn't. So if you're looking for information about how to get started with RGT, how to link up your trainer and get the apps going, etc., we don't cover that in this video. If you want that sort of information, go to the RGT website, go to their Get Started page, and all of it is covered there. There's videos, there's helpful information, etc. So in this video, what we are going to cover though is some frequently asked questions and some issues that people sometimes experience when they're trying to join our sessions. So I think the first thing to start with is that RGT is a new platform. It's in the early stages of development and it has its nuances, its idiosyncrasies, just in the same way that Zwift does, especially when Zwift was first starting. So just bear that in mind and make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time to get set up. The first thing that will help with that process is just make sure that the RGT app is the main app on top, or preferably the only app that's running on your device. So if you're using your phone, just make sure everything else is closed down. Likewise on your laptop, close down all the other programs, and in particular, make sure that Zwift is closed. So Zwift likes to start itself up when you turn your laptop on and might just be lurking in the background. So make sure that's all turned off. So that's the first thing. Second thing is make sure that your Bluetooth connection on the device that you're running RGT on is totally free of other devices other than your trainer or power meter. So what often happens is if people are trying to run wireless headphones or speakers, those other devices might just interfere with the Bluetooth connection because your trainer or power meter really wants to dominate that Bluetooth connection. You can run heart rate monitors or cadence meters. They don't tend to interfere, so those items are usually absolutely fine. It's just more kind of demanding stuff like headphones, etc. So that's the second thing. The third and final one is we really recommend running our live coaching feed on Zoom on a separate device to the RGT device. Okay, so the reason for this is that RGT, Zwift, etc., they demand quite a lot of your device's processor. So we're just trying to free up some of that processing power just so it can focus on RGT. And likewise, if you're running the live coaching feed on a separate device, it then means you can attach wireless headphones, speakers, etc., without interfering with the Bluetooth connection to your trainer. So a bit of a double whammy there, so that's quite a key one. So just run through them again, make sure the RGT app runs on top and everything else is closed down. 2, free up Bluetooth connections, so it's just connecting to your trainer, heart rate monitor and cadence meter. And then thirdly, try to run the coaching feed on a separate device. Now, it might be a bit of a pain to have yet another device running, but I promise you it makes a big difference, and just make sure things will run a little bit smoother. Because often the problems that we get with server connection being lost isn't down to internet necessarily. Often it's down to the app not being on top, so it effectively cuts out, or the device being overloaded. So yeah, try to stick to those 3 key rules. And then kind of the fourth thing to say is, make sure you get set up well in advance of our sessions. The server for the session itself usually goes live at least 15 minutes in advance of the session. So I would get started as soon as the server goes live, because then it's all set up, you can relax, go back to what you were doing before, rather than having to rush around like 2 or 3 minutes before the session and something's not working 100%. I've done it, and you always get something wrong when you're in a panic. So yeah, just give yourself plenty of time to get set up, and then that means that you can kind of get into a nice routine of getting things set up the same way each time. But yeah, if you have any problems beyond what we discussed in this video, I really suggest that you go to the RGT website, and if there's nothing covered about your issue on there, contact their support team, to drop them an email. They're very friendly and helpful. Yeah, so hopefully that's covered off the majority of the issues that people experience. Otherwise, guys, look forward to seeing you in a session soon. Thank you.